evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you to Red Raider Field, where tonight we'll be honoring the seniors. We will begin with the class of 2020 senior night with the Red Raider football team. Our first senior of the night is Tyquez Brinson. Tyquez is escorted by Shanta Brinson and Scotty O'Neill. He has been a football player for 2 years and a basketball for 4 years. He plans to attend the University of Georgia and major in sports medicine. Our second senior football player, Christian Gurley. Christian is escorted by Beverly Gurley and Betty Ann Lightsey. While in high school, he has played football and is a member of FFA. Christian plans to attend college to obtain a degree in mechanical engineering and play football while there. Next, Walt Hayes. Walt is escorted by Joe and Laura Hayes. While in high school, he has played football and soccer for 3 years. He was a member of the 2019 Homecoming Court. Walt is also a member of the First Baptist Church. After graduation, he plans to attend South Georgia State College for 2 years, then transfer to a larger university to obtain a bachelor's degree. Next, Jordan Moore. Jordan is escorted by Raina Wooten and Patricia Wooten. While in high school, he has played football for 1 year and basketball for 4 years. He plans to attend college and major in accounting. And our last senior football player, C.J. Preston. C.J. is escorted by Patrick and Wendy Falk. While in high school, he has played football, wrestled, and is a member of student council. C.J. is also a member of the South Georgia Wrestling Club. He is a member of the Alma Church of God. C.J. plans to attend college on a wrestling scholarship and obtain a degree in education and become a wrestling coach. This is your class of 2020 Red Raider football players. Next, we will honor the class of 2020 football cheerleaders. First is Miss Kaylin Cawthon. Kaylin is escorted by Jennifer Cooper and Herman Cheney. While in high school, Kaylin has been a member of student council, HOSA, and a football cheerleader. After graduation, she plans to attend Georgia Southern University and pursue a degree in nursing. Next, Miss Amber Darcy. Amber is escorted by Jean and Jeannie Darcy. She has been a football cheerleader for 2 years. She is a member of student council. Amber has also been a member of FCCLA for 2 years, as well as the president, and in 2019, she won first place at the state star events and Toys That Teach. Amber plans to attend the University of Georgia or Georgia Southern University to become a teacher. She would also like to become an FCCLA advisor in the future. Next, Miss Alyssa Foster. Alyssa is escorted by Ronnie and Venitra Foster. She has been a football cheerleader for 1 year, track and field for 2 years, student council for 2 years, and HOSA for 4 years, and is the president for HOSA. Alyssa would like to attend Vanderbilt University to major in biological sciences and continue at Vanderbilt University of Medicine to obtain an MD to become a pediatric anesthesiologist. Next, Miss Liliana Perez. Liliana is escorted by Adela Reyes and Carlos Perez. She has been a football cheerleader for 2 years, a member of HOSA for 2 years, and student council member for 1 year. Liliana has been selected as a VSU Sullivan Scholastic. With this scholarship, she has received a full ride to Valdosta State University to obtain a degree in education. And finally, Miss Lexi Sweat. Lexi is escorted by Levy and Renee Sweat. She has been a football cheerleader for 3 years, played tennis for 2 years, FCCLA and HOSA for 2 years, members of Beta and Excel Club, class vice president for 4 years. She is a member of the Pineland Bank Junior Board. For 2 years, she was a member of the New Vision Youth Worship Team, and she is a member of the Unhindered Youth Group. Lexi plans to attend Georgia Southern University to obtain a degree in nursing and wants to come back home to work locally. This is your class of 2020 football cheerleaders. Next, we will honor the seniors of the Raider Regiment Marching Band. First is Miss Rebecca Dirks. Rebecca is escorted by Stacy and DeAndre Dirks. She has been on the color guard for 3 years, dance line for 2 years, and a member of Excel for 2 years. She plans to attend Georgia Southern University and obtain a degree in forensic science. Next is Tyler Hawkins. Tyler is escorted by Dylan and Jennifer Hawkins. He has been in band for 4 years and is the drum major this year. Tyler plans to pursue a management position in his current job and begin college to obtain a degree in forensics. Next, Jaheim Munford. Jaheim is escorted by Jimmy Peebles and Pamela Jenkins. He has been in band for 2 years. He enjoys listening to music and making techno music. He plans to attend Valdosta State University to become an IT technician. Next is Miss Shelby Moore. Shelby is escorted by David and Tammy Miller. While in high school, she has been on the dance line and has been a basketball cheerleader. She is also a member of Student Council, FFA, and HOSA. She plans to attend South Georgia State College and later transfer and obtain her degree in education. Next is Miss Chelsea Murray. Chelsea is escorted by Kim Murray and Betty Spalding. She has been in marching band for 6 years and has been a section leader and high brass captain. Chelsea plans to attend South Georgia State College and then transfer to Florida State and major in zoology and herpetology. Next, Luke Murphy. Luke is escorted by Bear and Carmen Dodd. He has been a member of the Raider Regiment Band for 4 years and been on the wrestling team for 2 years. After graduation, Luke plans to attend Coastal Pines Technical College to obtain a degree as an automobile mechanic and then continue his education to become a diesel mechanic. Next, Hunter Robertson. Hunter is escorted by Tim and Tina Stevens. He has been a member of the Raider Regiment Band for 4 years. Upon graduation, Hunter plans to attend Coastal Pines Technical College to obtain a welding certificate and become a millwright with the union. And last, Miss Tara Simmons. Tara is escorted by Jimmy and Cindy Simmons. She has been a member of the Raider Regiment Marching Band and Concert Band for 4 years. She has also been a band captain, played soccer, a member of Student Council, STEM Club, and FBLA. After graduation, she plans to attend Flagler College in St. Augustine, Florida, and major in coastal environmental science to pursue a career as a marine biologist or become involved in the Marine Reserves. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 2020 Raider Regiment Seniors. And finally, we will honor the class of 2020 competition cheerleaders, starting with Miss Avery Boatwright. Avery is escorted by April Boatwright Lee and Sean Hollingsworth. She has been a competition cheerleader for 4 years. Avery is a member of the First Baptist Church. Her plans are to attend Georgia Southern University after graduation and pursue a degree in exercise physiology. Next, Miss Hope Holland. Hope is being escorted by Howie and Katina Holland. She has been a competition cheerleader for 4 years. She attends Alma Church of God. Hope plans to attend Georgia Southern University and major in education. Next is Miss Madison Hughes. Madison is escorted by John and Lisa Hughes. She has been a competition cheerleader for 4 years. Madison is the senior class reporter and a member of Student Council. She attends First Baptist Church. She plans to attend Georgia Southern University and obtain a degree in nursing. Next, Miss Gracie Lee. Gracie is escorted by Brandon and Misty Lee. She has been a competition cheerleader for 3 years. She attends Westside Congregational Methodist Church. She plans to attend Valdosta State University and major in education. Next, Miss Madison Owens. Madison is escorted by Steve and Myra Owens. She has been a competition cheerleader for 4 years. member of the track team for 2 years, member of SCCLA for 2 years, a member of Beta for 3 years, and was a freshman class officer. Madison plans to attend Georgia Southern University to obtain a degree in education and would also like to coach competition cheerleading. Next, Miss Sydney Street. Sydney is escorted by Casey and Dara Street. During high school, she has been a member of Beta, HOSA, Student Council, and a competition cheerleader. She attends the Church of the Nazarene. She plans to attend Georgia Southern University and pursue a degree in physical therapy. And finally, Miss Janelyn Yawn. Janelyn is escorted by Kevin and Allison Steedley. She has been a competition cheerleader for 4 years and a member of FFA for 3 years. After graduation, she plans to attend Georgia Southern University to obtain a degree as a social worker. And this is your class of 2020 competition cheerleaders. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one more big, loud round of applause for these student athletes that have supported Bacon County High School for the last several years.
honoring the cheerleaders. We've been honoring the band. We've been honoring our football team, competition cheerleaders. Those things are what we've been honoring here tonight, and it was a good pregame service. It looks like that Bryan County won the toss, and they elected to receive, and it's about to be a war. Bryan's in all white with red numbers. They also have red helmets, and we're in all black with white numbers with our red helmets. And both teams have lined up behind their banners and are about to break through. A little less than a minute left before we're supposed to get this kickoff started. And Shane, I'm excited about our prospects here tonight.
Yeah, we're playing again. You said another 0 for team, and both teams have had a rough year. But if I had to tip the scale and trying not to be a little prejudiced one way or the other, Bacon County I think is the better team coming in tonight. If you look at the wins or losses on both sides, who they've played and the scores and the quality of play, Bacon County I think is ahead of Bryan County, tips in our scale that way. Offensively, I think we bring a better offense to the field. Defensively, we're quicker than they are. So the numbers don't lie, and they hopefully don't lie on the scoreboard at the end of the game tonight. We should have a good game tonight, hopefully tonight.
Well, that's what I'm looking at. It looks like Bryan County's dressing somewhere around 21 or 22 players. That's all that's left for them. And it looks more, actually, the team looks more like a single A team as far as the numbers is concerned than it does a double A team. But, it only takes 11 to fill
that's
the
right.
positions. And that's what we're going to be facing tonight against Bryan County. I will say the team that they have left, there is some athletes, athletic-looking guys there.
Yeah, they've got some good-looking kids out there.
They've got some size, too.
Again, like we said all year, though, it's in that second half when you've got to be able to withstand that endurance of a team with 65 kids on it.
Getting ready for your kickoff. We kick the ball off, and they do a fair catch somewhere around the 35-yard line, and that's where our game is going to get started with Bryan County. If you're looking, as you like to say, on your radio dial, they'll be going from right to left. They'll be heading towards Baxley on US 1, and we'll be defending the north end zone.
Yeah. Just a little before we try to get in between snaps here. Region play tonight. Swainsboro is at Jeff Davis tonight. Big game for Jeff Davis because they lose tonight. They're pretty much out of the playoff hunt. I think mathematically they're still alive.
And first play, their quarterback drops it, and we drop him. And big tackle by Garrett Sears, who's had a very good year. He's played very, very hard. I actually was talking to someone about Garrett today, and he gets every ounce of effort out of him every Friday night. I've seen him just dragging one of his legs, be hurting, but he's out there fighting early in the season. And for where we are, as many games as we played, it seems like we're fairly healthy with the players we got left.
And talking to Coach Goss today, this time you're not always perfectly healthy, but as good as we could be expected for the schedule we played.
They break one up the middle for about a 6 or 7 yard gain. And it's going to be 3rd and short, Shane.
And again, I will mention this, compared to the teams we played this year, Bryan County is much smaller than anybody else we played this year.
Look like they got one Peavy boy here on the end, number 77.
I think he'll be a preacher one day.
Yeah. He had a chocolate-covered cream filled with sprinkles.
A couple casseroles.
And we're going to stop them short. That's going to bring up a 4th down and about 4th and about 1 on our 40 or their 45-yard line. No, 44-yard line.
That's going to be about 4th and about 4 there, Rev. He's got a line to gain. There's about the 46, 47. They got ball spotted on the 44, so say 2 yards.
Right.
And they're going to go for it, it looks like.
They're going to try to get us to jump, I would think. They don't have anything to lose. We just don't need to line up off sides. That's what they're going to try to do. He may drop back and punt. Quick kick. They're going to call a timeout already.
Yeah, early, 9:21 here in this first quarter, and we're 9:20 actually where the clock stops.
And
Bryan
we're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. How about that? We're going to take a Burt CPA 30-second timeout.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Bennett Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
It's looked great all year, but I'm telling you, whoever's taking care of our field, this thing looks great. I guess the rain helped it some too this week, but even though we've had a very dry season, I'm telling you, our field has looked as good as any field that we've played all year long.
Yeah, I'll have to give a shout out to Coach Noble Cole. He does a lot. He spends a lot of time on this field. Our head baseball coach, painting, cutting in the practice field and maintaining that baseball field.
They are still going to go for it. They turn to hand it off to number 7, and he may have fell forward.
Where they're spotting him right there, he's going to have the first down.
Yeah. They got a big tailback at number 7. He, when I say big, he's not extremely big, but he looks like he weighs about 185, 190 pounds. He's pretty quick to the hole. They had just enough to get a first down, 1st and 10. Like you say, on the 47-yard line, they're on 47, approaching midfield.
Like you were saying a little earlier, I like these all black and red helmets for us.
Yeah. And their quarterback's going to take it, and we're going to drop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Just kind of design draw there. There was just nothing there. Bacon County all over them. Going to be a loss probably of about 1. 8:32, 8:31 here, early first quarter. Game number 9 for us will be in Vidalia next week.
Can you believe this?
Yeah.
We've had 2 open dates, too.
Yeah.
It's actually week 11, I guess,
yeah.
of regular season.
Well,
you throw
game 9, week 11.
Yeah, you throw the 2 preseason games in there, and we've got, I think that's 13 at Ware County. Their quarterback drops to throw. He's got some room, and he's going to try to press the issue, and we're going to catch him and throw him down right there on the spot. Who was that? Was that number 25 for us?
25. That is Ty.
Nathan O'Neill.
That's Nathan O'Neill, 25. Okay, I'm sorry.
At least that's what it shows on the program. I don't think that's right, but
yeah. He just the quarterback tried rolling out to his right side and just kind of hit a receiver in the flats there. The defensive back that came up didn't know whether to go either one. He finally went for the quarterback. That was actually linebacker, so not defensive back, and took him down.
And he was quick getting there.
Yeah.
Did you notice he plays middle linebacker? He was quick there.
3rd and about 8.
We're going to blitz, and we got him if we can drop him, and we are.
Oh,
no, he
how
escapes.
did he get out of that?
We tried to tackle him high, and he's going to get a first down.
We had 3 Raiders around him about the 48-yard line, and I don't know how he squeezed out of that. Like I said, trying to tackle high, not making good quality tackles, and he was able to get through, make a first down. There's going to be Bryan County on the Bacon County 41-yard line on the move.
It looked like he just ducked up underneath somebody's arms. They got twins to the top and a single wide out to the bottom. It looked like a little bit of motion, but they're not going to call anything. Shaney falls forward for what, about a 3-yard gain?
Yeah, 3 yards.
Once again, 35 on the tackle.
Let me be the first to say, being I'm a pastor and all, I thank the Lord that he saw fit to let that high go off and that low come across and bring some cool weather with it.
It feels good. I like this cold weather tomorrow.
They hand it number 7. He's dancing. He's going to go forward for a first down, looks like, or very close.
They're going to stop him just short. And I can't figure out if I'm a fan of this not with that delayed whistle.
Tackle by a host of Raiders, close to the first down.
Is he going to wave it?
No, he's a little bit. Well, no, they're going to call for a. They're going to call for a measurement here with 5:50 here in the first quarter.
They are eating this clock up, running.
And that's part of what they wanted to do.
Yet to throw the ball. They looked like they were going to pass. Looks to me like they've got two really good athletes and a quarterback and a number 7, a running back, and that's what they're going to depend on so far. Their offensive line is fairly good size, yeah.
And it is a first down for the Redskins.
And I think one thing we don't want to do with a team like this can be really dangerous, give them a little momentum, haven't won a game all year like we haven't. You give them a hope here, and they could be real hard to beat.
Yep. First and 10 on our 31-yard line. Clock is ticking away, 5:33 left. And they turn and act like he's going to hand it, and they put it in the hands of that quarterback, and he's going to dance. He's a tough joker.
And they're not doing anything fancy or out of the way or counter. They're just snap the ball and go left or right. That's all they're doing right now.
I will say this, Shane, in pregame, the first player on the field, I come by early, first player on the field was their quarterback. They may be depressed as far as numbers, but he's fired up about it.
Yeah.
Left-hander. I don't know, didn't see him throw much, but he turns the hand off to 7, and
we're not making tackles right now.
Nope.
He's going to be ran out of bounds about the 13-yard. Well, they're going to spot him at the 15-yard line, dead on the 15. It's going to be first down, Bryan County. 4:57. Bryan County's on the move, deep in Bacon County territory, inside the red zone here. Bacon County's going to have to bow their backs a little bit here.
Yep. And we had them, just think, we had them on fourth and 2, and they went for it. He gambled, went for it.
Yeah, at this point in the season, you don't have anything to lose, and that's to say it's a dangerous team to play like that.
He's going to throw it. He's open, but overthrows him.
Yeah, they don't do it that much. Not many passing from Bryan County, or not much passing from Bryan County. It's going to be second and 10 now.
Clock stops with the incomplete pass, 4:33 left in the first quarter, and Bryan has eat up 7.5 minutes for the first quarter, just on a slow, methodical drive. Turns and handed at 7. We got an opportunity. We're getting our butts blocked.
That's exactly what's happening. We're not making any kind of penetration there up front.
We're just getting our butts blocked there.
It's going to come down in this game who wants it more.
Yep.
I don't care if they're both 0 for teams. Bryan County is playing.
They're playing like they're playing for a region championship out here right now.
It's going to be third and about, we'll say a long 5, maybe 6.
Third and 6 for the Redskins.
This is huge right here, Shane. And they got this guy at the top. Walt's covering. I wouldn't. He's going to try to throw it. And that quarterback's going to scramble.
They got a flag back here. We're going to have holding back here.
He's going to get in the end zone.
They got holding again. We got a little clip back here on the backside. Didn't even affect the run, but it still did. It took Taquez Brinson down.
For the Redskins, we got to check the flag.
You're going to have 2 different calls there. We may get that second one. Put block in the back and holding. So
and we're going to definitely take that flag.
Yep.
And I don't know that that's not been some of the case already with them getting penetration and all of a sudden bouncing it outside.
Yep.
Fouls, blocking the back, and holding. Holding will be penalized.
You'll know while we're in between here, Metter tonight down in Vidalia. That's a big game for Metter. That's going to be a 2 or 3 spot for them, depending on how that game turns out. Metter already beat Toombs, and
that's when we knew Metter may be for real this year.
I think the last game is Metter. Jeff Davis at Metter, I think. So the regional is panning itself out about like most people had suspected.
I think a lot of, and he's going to throw it deep. Walt knocks it down just like we knew he would.
Back. Yeah. Quarterback rolls over to the right a little bit, left-handed, and throws the ball the right-hand corner of the end zone, and Walt Hayes come up and blocked that out. He was in good position. We got a flag on the field, though.
It can't be interference. There's no way.
Well, it's thrown up like it's almost, of course, it would have been a dead ball if it was offensive offside, but defense lined up offsides.
See what
he's talking to Goss, so it's got to be
it's going to be
offense.
against them.
Yep.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Mm-hmm.
3:20 here, and Bryan County has shot themselves in the foot, thankfully. And they are
they're too far out to punt. Evidently, they don't have a lot of.
But there's no punter back. I'm a little confused right now.
I am too. They're going to have to call another timeout.
The punter didn't know he was supposed to be on the field. Folks, they're lined up in the punt position, and the punter just now discovered he needed to be on the field.
But he's just happy to make the trip.
No, they're going to try they're going to try a field goal here. They brought the block out. Yeah, he needs somebody to sell him a ticket. There's a good game going on here. It's time out for the Bryan County Redskins. It's 3:14 here left in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break and be right back. This is Classic Country 104.3.
At Burt CPAs, we focus on helping the small businesses in our region with accounting, tax, and audit services. With offices in Waycross, Alma, Baxley, and Homerville, our team of professionals is ready to serve you no matter your location in South Georgia. Experience world-class accounting services for the small-town business.
Oh, boy, we're having too much fun up here, Shane.
Yeah, that's just amazing.
3:14, as Shane said, left. We appreciate Burt's CPA sponsoring our timeouts.
And this is going to be a 40-yard attempt for Bryan County. They're lined up on the right side hash.
Let's get a block. Good snap. He's got a leg.
And he
And
got
he
it
drills
through. He got it through.
Yeah, sure did.
It wasn't pretty, but it don't count.
I mean,
It don't matter as long as it counts, and it's 3 points on the board for Bryan County.
It never got very high, maybe 15 feet high with a 10-foot
Looked
the
like
bottom of the goalpost. It didn't get it, just a line drive, like
looked
somebody
like
hit
a
a
shot
baseball.
duck.
Yeah. So with 3:05 left in the first quarter, Bryan 3, Bacon nothing. We're going to take a 30-second Burt CPA timeout.
Up for a kickoff after the field goal attempt was successful. And again, Bryan County kicking from right to left as you look at your radio dial. Bacon County, Iquez Brinson was injured late in the game last week, but he's back and lined up deep for Bacon County.
I tell you what, if they kick it to him, there's a possibility at any moment.
Yeah, it could get exciting in a hurry. And they did. They kicked it away from him. Actually, a really good kick. So Bacon County will take over on their own 20-yard line with 3:05 remaining in the first quarter. Bacon County 0, Bryan County 3. Rev, we got to make a statement here offensively. We don't want, I know that was just a field goal, but the way this season's gone, we don't want any doubt getting in our minds as far as the players.
Well, I agree. We need a long, methodical drive.
Or I'll take a quick pop, 7.
Whatever to get us up.
Yeah.
Whatever.
See, Terrion, the way he runs the ball, and that stiff arm to the eye there, we'll keep him on his feet.
We hand the ball off, and there goes, little man.
Yeah.
They get a block at all.
And gotten all the way down to about the 40s. Let's see where they're going to mark him. He's going to mark him dead on the 50-yard line. And Gotten just incredibly quick on that outside. Once he gets outside, you look out because he's going to make things happen.
If we get in the defensive backfield, they're not going to run him down.
No, they got their quarterback. They run a 4-2. Let's see, they're running
actually
2
got
high
5
right now. Yeah,
down
they're
linemen.
doing 5 now.
And they're playing close.
Yeah, so you get outside that box, it's going to be a run for the ages. And they got everybody. Terrion holds on to the ball.
And we're blocking. And we go forward for about 4 yards. I'm telling you, if we crease that line of scrimmage,
Yeah, I see.
It's off to the races, man.
Mr. Guyton getting outside here and nobody catching up to him. And I think the passing attack is wide open as well.
Well, they're playing off the ball. We should be able to get a 5-yard gain on a pass at any time. Boy, right down the seam right here with Bruce, we got some.
Coach Goss calling a timeout here. I see something he did not like. A little frustrated.
Yep. We're going to take another Burt CPA timeout.
At Family Vision Care, we believe life is all about your vision. Family Vision Care is the leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Alma community, and we want to help you achieve and maintain a clear vision for years to come. Doctors James McQuaig and Blake Hutto and their staff provide award-winning eye care service for Southeast Georgia. With the newly constructed office filled with state-of-the-art equipment, they can diagnose and correct your vision with detailed accuracy. Visit www.fvcalma.com.
Talking with Coach Goss, other than Corey Michael, our quarterback that was hurt the very first game of the season, we're pretty much healthy. I don't think that we've got anybody that, in fact, we've got some players back that have been hurt. They've been on boots and different things like that. We're fairly healthy for this time of year.
Yeah, it's unusual as few players as we've had. And there's that passing attack we talked about. Bruce Brown across the top, and it's going to be first down Bacon County at about the Bryan County 37-yard line.
That was Tyron Dean for a completion, and Terrion hit him in stride, and he caught it with his hands.
Yeah, even one of those black jerseys and white numbers, I still saw number 2 out there. Well, those 2 ones, that was Roman numeral. That's what it was. 1:32 here in this first quarter.
We turn and hand it off deep, and Bruce spins out of it. If he can catch the edge, he does, and he was lucky to get
back
any gain. Yeah.
Maybe back to line. Maybe they're going to give him a 2-yard gain on that. It's going to be second and about 8.
Boy, that's a guy that I hope his senior year he stays a little bit healthier than he has this year. He's a difference maker, Bruce Brown.
Yep.
And we've just there was about 5 or 6 games we did not have him at all. We got trips to the top. We got a single receiver to the bottom, Tyron Dean. And we hand it off to Guyton. No, there goes Terrion.
Yeah, he
got
faked
some
me
room
out on that.
Yeah.
I was watching Guyton. Didn't see that. He didn't even have the ball. Great pull on that.
Yeah, it was. Terrion goes out of bounds.
They're going to give him a first down.
Yeah, 25-yard line.
37.8 seconds here. And when they wind this up, we may get one more play in this half, and we're going to swap ends of the field.
24-yard line, is that what we got?
Yeah, we're on about the dead on the 24.
Here goes Terrion again, dancing up the middle.
And about takes out the back judge there. And that should do it for the first quarter with 16 seconds.
Man, good football game. We got a football game going on here. We're going to take a 60-second timeout.
Well,
no, I think we may get it. We may get it off. Let's see. And we are.
Get it off.
We hand it to Terrion. He's dancing.
Look at that. Outside, and they ain't going to stop him.
Yeah, touchdown.
As the time expires, Guyton runs across into pay dirt. Bacon County put 6 on the board just like that.
Well, I was about to go to break, and here we are scoring touchdown.
I don't need you to slow down a little bit.
Don't need me to slow down. Slow down. Just didn't look like we were going to get it.
And again, as we were talking about earlier, if we could just get him outside, nobody's going to catch him. He plants that foot a little bit out there on the outside corner and just leaves Bryan County.
He's small, but he's special. He's small, but he's special.
And only a freshman. I want to keep adding that in there. Freshman.
And who we got kicking for us here? That number 19.
Number 19. Again.
Nkosi Batten.
And he gets it through there. 7
Kicks
points.
it through, yeah. He feels good about himself, and I'm feeling good about it.
Coach Bordeaux feeling good about it, too. Takes a guy in the 3/4 of the season gone and has to retrain another kicker.
Everybody's excited here. Big score. And as the first quarter comes to an end, it's Bacon County 7, Bryan County 3. We're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to Classic Country 104.3.
At Burt CPAs, we focus on helping the small businesses in our region with accounting, tax, and audit services. With offices in Waycross, Alma, Baxley, and Homerville, our team of professionals is ready to serve you no matter your location in South Georgia. Experience world-class accounting services for the small town business. At Burt CPAs, we focus on helping the
Bryan County and Bacon have switched sides going into the second quarter, and Rev, that's exactly what the doctor ordered here after that long drive by Bryan County. Bacon County drives the ball down with about 3:51 left in the first quarter and puts it with the last second on the board and puts 7 on the board.
I'm telling you, he literally crossed the goal line as the clock was expiring. And we do the pooch kick again, and it's down to the 35. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was saying the way we talked earlier about the region, looks like right now Swainsboro is in the one spot. Vidalia, Metter, Toombs, and Jeff Davis that came out of the Barnes hot has lost the last 2 and looking going down to they're at Vidalia, or Vidalia is at them tonight, or not Vidalia, but Swainsboro. Looking like another loss may come to them.
I guess Metter has taken the Swainsboro spot. I mean, Metter has taken the Jeff Davis spot, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, they
I expect Jeff Davis to be in the top 4.
Yeah,
they were down at the bottom of the top 4.
Yeah, and I have to give it to Max Prep. Watching them this year, this is exactly what they said earlier. Swainsboro, Vidalia, Metter, Toombs, and did not put Jeff Davis in that loop. But again, they were undefeated, but they had played nobody up to that point, and they played us. And again,
that was their best game of the season.
Down year for us, and probably one of our worst games other than that first drive we had. Talking to a guy from Jeff Davis I work with, he said that first drive scared them to death.
And we got a little pep in our step. Not that we haven't had it all year, but you can kind of see everybody's patting each other on the head. I will say that the players that we got left seem to like each other. That was one of the things that Coach Goss commented about.
Yeah, and it's a whole different atmosphere down there in that locker room, weight room. You got kids now that are wanting to play next year that are already coming to the weight room.
That's right. And we're gonna have to attack a little bit more in what we're doing. We're waiting for the running back to get to us at a full head of steam, and then we're grabbing and trying to hold on to him.
I like the comment Coach Goss made in our interview, or may have been pre-interview, but he was talking about he was a couple months in the weight room difference reason he wasn't making that tackle or that catch, and that's exactly right. We're about a year away from making a big difference on the field as far as the weight room.
But you see our kids come out with their jeans on and their legs are tight. Jeans leg breeches are tight. There's a reason for that. They've been in the weight room doing those squats and beginning to see some bulk on them. And some of the kids that had a little bit of a pudge, it's moving up to their chest. They're starting to form and begin to look like football players, and that only comes through hard work in the weight room and also just running and the different things that takes place during the football season.
Yeah.
3rd and 1, Shane, big play right here.
I think it's 4-down territory. I don't even on their side of the field. I don't think they're going to try to punt it away to us.
I don't think so either. I would bring the house right here. And we
had a chance to get him back, and he's going to scramble for about 25 yards and going to be run out of bounds about the 30. They're going to mark him at the 37-yard line. We had a chance for a loss there and just missed a tackle. Been a theme so far tonight on their drives, missing tackles or tackling high.
And number 7 stuck his fist in our face.
He's a decent athlete.
Yeah.
And he's hands on the hips already. He's tired.
Yeah. They don't really have anybody to spell him either.
And again, this is what Coach Goss talked about earlier. We got 11 guys going one way, so this make a difference tonight in this game.
There we go.
Good balls on the ground. We're going to be able to get on it. They hit him hard. They're saying the ball's down, but we grabbed it. Yeah. And I'm not sure who made that hit.
Me either, but he smoked him.
And that was textbook tackle, too. He put that shoulder right into the ball, and that ball popped out. Quarterback was a little slow getting up.
Yeah, he took a shot.
Bacon County's going to take over on their own 41, something we hadn't seen a lot of this year, positive turnover ratio.
Well, that's the truth.
10-22 here. Bacon County takes over.
Let's put another 7 points on the board. Trips to the top. We're on the
41-yard line.
41-yard line, our own 41. Got to stop right there. Goes Terry on. He's got open space, and he's running.
They just don't pull him down. Terry on's like trying to pull down a greased 1,500-pound bull. Headed for the
He's
barn.
rolling. I felt like Terry on was going to have a huge night tonight. He's another step up athlete that he can play. He's an athlete that can play with any team here in the region. I'm not necessarily saying he'd be a quarterback anywhere, but he's wherever you put him, he's going to excel.
Get a little score update after this run here.
Good play.
Oh goodness, I'm not sure we got holding there on.
Or maybe a face mask. I don't know. I think he pointed towards us.
Yep.
We don't need that.
Over big game over there in Appleton County tonight. Pierce County up 10-0 right now.
Not surprised. But that's going to be a 10-yarder against us. We got Lowndes and Colquitt tonight.
Easy for you to say.
Well, it's not easy for me to say, evidently.
How about Brooks 7, Fitzgerald 3 early?
I really think Brooks is a better team.
Berrien 8, Early County 7, Irwin County 12, Atco 0. No surprises there. Valdosta 7, Northside 1, Robbins 0. Terrion stayed in that pocket as long as he could, and he scrambles down to about the 36-yard line where they're going to mark him out. So he's about almost up to the original line of scrimmage there.
About a 15-yard gain, looks like.
About the original line of scrimmage.
Huge game down there in 7A. Colquitt and Lowndes tonight.
Second down and 10 for the Red Raiders.
Irwin County now 19-0 over Atco. Valdosta 14 now over Northside 1 Robbins. That screen that Coach Goss talked about, he's right up the middle.
There goes Ty Batten.
And there's nobody going to pull him down.
Ty Batten in for the score. Great screen pass.
Yeah, that was a great time to call it, too. Bryan County getting a little aggressive on that front four, and Coach Watson calling for the little bubble screen there, and we picked up 36 yards and go in for pay dirt. With 9:16 left, Bacon County has put 6 more on the board.
Boy, Ty Batten, he's a kid that's hung in there.
Yes, he has.
And I'm proud of him.
And again, I want to mention this, a freshman.
Yep. And he has become one of our main receiving threats. I didn't see him, honestly, as a slot receiver because he's so big. But Coach Goss, give it to him. They found something. All right, Nicosi Batten.
And he had off. And he
kicked
got
another one.
There was offsides on the defense, but that was a much better point after attempt. And
congratulations.
14-3 now, Bacon County.
Whoop! With 9:16 left, we're going to take a Burt CPA timeout as your Bacon County Red Raiders are up 14-3. You're listening to Classic Country 104.3.
Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales is located US 1 South in Alma, Georgia. Andy specializes in late model cars and trucks with financing available. Andy has been in the automobile business for 30 years and over 10 years in Alma. Come experience the hometown friendly service at Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. Like them on Facebook for the latest deals.
Still, they got the ball spot down there for the extra point. Referees are still going over that. Rev, let me ask you this question. Richmond Hill was supposed to play Wayne County tonight. Richmond Hill's already they've already won their region. They'll be number 1 spot out coming out of that region. Wayne County playing for their region championship next weekend or next Friday. They had a rainout game, these two teams did earlier in the year, and Wayne County opted not to play the game tonight because they don't want to mess up anything for next time. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't think that's the full story, and I'll tell you why. One of the Wayne County football players that graduated a couple of years ago was tragically shot and murdered this week. And because of what it has done to the community over there.
I 100% agree. That's the case, yeah.
He was a beloved player. It was an opportunity for both teams to rest, and that was an advantage. I think that is an advantage, but I don't think it was done for that reason.
Well, you take football out of the equation right here with that, because that's a whole different story.
The reason is our family pastor at the church, Dylan Brown, who is a community coach over in Wayne County, shared that story with us at staff meeting this week, and he had just been murdered the night before on Tuesday.
Wow.
So it's one of those community events, something similar to what we happened this year with our tragedy with our competitive cheerleading.
Right.
And it was just the right thing for a community to do, and many of the players that are still with Wayne football team played with this young man. So our hearts are out to him. I don't know his name, and his family. Our hearts are out to them tonight.
Bryan County taking over on their own 49 after a onside kick attempt by Bacon County failed, and first run there off just a little handoff to the left-hand side. They pick up about 7 yards.
One of our freshmen who just got pulled to get talked to over there. He's been number 7 is abusing him on the edge. He's missing a lot of tackles, and our coaches are encouraging him, but he can't continue to take the stiff arm. He can't continue to whiff when he goes up low. He's trying to figure it out, and that's some of the growing process. I will say this young man, I'm not going to call his name to embarrass him, but this young man is going to be a great ball player. And there you go, C.J. Preston, who just smoked him. That's the way a senior delivers a lick. Yep. I like it. I like it when a linebacker says, you may come in here, but you ain't going to like it.
Welcome to my world. Metter 7, Vidalia 0 early in that game.
I can only hope.
Yeah. Scores late coming in tonight.
It's 3rd and 1. And they're just going to take the quarterback and run him up. He may have fell forward.
They have to give him a generous spot for that to be a first down. Oh, my goodness.
Come on, man.
Side judges got lippy with Coach Sellers here on the sideline, and Coach Sellers was saying that was not a good spot.
He's telling him to stay back.
I think he's going to be a sideline warning. I don't think he's going to give him a flag on it.
Yeah.
But he was, Coach John David was, Sellers was just expressing his opinion. It's going to be 4th down and about 12 and a half inches, it looks like.
It's going to be close. This is going to be big.
Clinch County 14, Charlton County 0. Charlton County having a very down year over there.
They ain't had many of them in the last 25
no,
years.
They haven't. No pity on this side.
None. 0.
Oh, I thought they had a.
Oh,
we met him in the hole.
We stopped him, baby.
What a stop. Hey, said, take that stiff arm.
Take that shot on the chin. We actually dropped him for about a 2-yard loss.
Man, he came just blasting through like he was shot out of a cannon.
Oh, Lord, all that frustration from this football season, I just felt it kind of leak out just seeing when we
just
smoked
a little
him.
bit. I think it just come squirted out right there. Good gracious, he came through there. Number 12 did not know what hit him other than it was a black uniform.
Man, we got some little bit of hop in our step. Our boys are sprinting onto the field. We feel it. We taste it.
Yeah, a little taste of blood in the water.
Yep. Trips to the top. We got a single receiver out here to the bottom. bring Bruce Brown in motion. We're going to turn and hand it to him. No, we drop it, and they're going to
They
get
get
it
the
back.
ball right
back.
So that's exactly
What we didn't
actually
need to happen.
pick up 4 yards on that. And he tried, just tried to hold on to it a little bit long. And Guyton was too quick coming across that.
On the sweep play.
On the sweep. Sorry.
So they actually did get a first down.
Yep.
It's actually almost exactly where they needed to get a first down in the last time.
So I don't know if that was part of the
Plan or
not, but it worked.
We're really not hardly any worse off than if they had got a little first down. So we just need to forget it and let's go.
6:53. At number 7 again, he gets outside.
Gets the edge. We're not closing the edge.
And that but that's been our Achilles heel most of the year, just not been able to contain outside. And this Bryan County team, we got to do the same. We have got to stop that.
We got to if we're bringing it in from the edge, we've got to be able to close it and turn them back inside. They're making a move inside, and we're getting sucked in, and that's it. He just bounces it, and there's nobody out there. They got twins to the top, single receiver to the bottom with a setback to the top. And they hand it off to 7 again, and he bounces it again. Yeah. I don't know when we're going to learn.
And Bryan County coach, I'd call it again because he's picking up 10, 11 yards every play. I would run it till they stopped it.
He makes a little wiggle move on the inside, then all of a sudden he heads to the edge.
Clock operator is obviously watching a good game too because he forgot to start the clock on that one. Still 6:10 left here in this first half. Bacon County 14, Bryan County 3, but Bryan County on the move inside the red zone, sitting in about the 16, 17-yard line. Second down and about 2.5.
There it goes again.
Same play. He was actually designed to go right side and was able to plant his foot and came all the way back over to the other side, to the far side, and got down to probably looks like about the 1 yard line.
Terrible tackling. Well, that play, it wasn't no tackling.
No, there was nothing even resembling tackling on that. And the fact that we just, again, trying to tackle high, tackling the ball. Bryan County right on the verge of trying to put 6 on the board here with 5:49, 5:48 here, first half. Oh, offensive line moved, and they are going to call that. That's going to give us a little bit of room.
Yep.
The clock operator is watching a good game. He just stopped the clock. 5:36 here. False start on Bryan County Redskins.
First and goal from the 6-yard line.
I want to wish a happy birthday to my dad, C.T. Peavy Sr.
How many years is that?
78 of them.
Wow.
Born November the 1st, 1941. A month later, a little over a month, on December 7th, Pearl Harbor. He was a month old when Pearl Harbor happened.
Bryan County picks up about, we'll say, 2 on the play. It's going to be second and goal from the 3-yard line. Yeah, that generation, his and his before him, whoever coined that phrase, greatest generation, I still firmly believe that and what they did.
I did too. They held this country together.
Yep.
And now we're trying to give it away to our politicians. There you go. I said it.
Yes, you did. And we're going to get the quarterback in the backfield for a loss. And that's going to be, they're going to spot it now back at the 5, so it's about a 2-yard loss. It's going to be third and goal from the 5-yard line, 4:23, 4:22. And Bryan County, again, shooting herself in the foot as they get close to the goal line.
Well, Shane, tell us, how did you get the tickets to the game tomorrow?
My wonderful wife, her best friend, called us and told us, asked us, would we like to go with them? And I said, absolutely not. I do not want to go to the Georgia-Florida game. But no, we accepted, and we're going down there to tailgate, and we're going to hopefully cheer them dogs on for a victory tomorrow.
All right, a huge play, 3rd and 5, 3rd and goal from the 5. And they're going to throw a slant, and we busted up, and C.J. Preston intercepts it.
Intercepts it.
Yeah, and he intercepts it too.
Is he the one that knocked it up as well?
I don't know. Somebody put the hand up, but C.J. intercepted it.
Yeah, because that was he had a step on the defensive back there, and the quarterback threw it behind him. We were able to tip it up, and then C.J. was able to pull it in. Ball's going to be spotted on the 2-yard line with 3:35 left. Bacon County takes over.
We need to be careful here.
Real careful. We don't need to put the ball down here.
We need to be careful. Just get us out
right
of that.
up into the teeth of this defense here and get off this goal line. And
There goes
get outside. If he can get outside here, he's got some room to go.
Hey, that looked like a face mask right there.
Well, he gets it. Number 12, the quarterback, makes a stop for Bryan County. A little perturbed after that last play. Think like he took a little aggression out on Guyton on that play.
15-yard, up to the 15-yard line, about a 13-yard gain, first down. We done what we needed to do right here.
I have to give it to Bryan County quarterback. He was able to, or he's cornerback now, or safety, but he was able to get off of that block and make a tackle out here on Guyton open field.
We step back.
Oh, he's got it wide open across the middle.
Oh, goodness. Terrion decides to to run it instead.
Man.
But is it Tyron Dean?
Tyron Dean and Ty Batten both open right across the middle there.
And I'm sure Coach Sellers is telling him, you had some people open. Good play call. Good play call. People were open. Just our quarterback chose to run it instead. But Tyron Dean was wide open running down the sideline. If he'd have left it up there at all, it would have been 6.
Yep, and he's going to try a little.
And we got people out in front of him.
Oh, my goodness, he moves quick.
We didn't touch nobody, but we had folks out in front of him. There's our friend.
Great man coming in this year.
I knew he was coming. I felt the anointing as he was walking in.
The Holy Spirit just walked in here.
The Right Reverend Dr. Ron Sweat, First Baptist Church.
2:57, 2:56 here. Bacon County on the move. They're on the 42-yard line now. Started on their own 2.
Oh,
Terrion skips or misses
there
a couple
he
tackles.
goes.
And he's going to get all the way down to about the Bryan County 42.
Yeah, that quarterback come up and tried to take him on.
He's not going to want any more of that.
Terrion shaking his head, but we're running everywhere. They're sending the house. And once we break the line of scrimmage contained, Shane, it's just we're off to the races. If they want us to give us 15 to 20 yards every play, we'll take it.
I wouldn't want to be in open field and have the task of tackling Terrion by myself. Well, that vicious stiff arm he has. Terrion across the middle.
Another great throw and catch by Tyron Dean.
228, 227. They're going to pick up about, we're going to call 9 yards here.
One of the things I love about Pastor Ron, who's up here in the booth with us, he's an Auburn fan. We take exception to that. But, in his Southern Baptist belief, he's, Calvinist in his belief. But when it comes to Auburn football, he's Armenian. He said he backslides every Saturday.
They've actually come up with some medicine for the Auburn fans. It's called Arbonstol. It's for that stressed out Auburn fan.
We love you, Pastor Ron. We just messing with you.
We can agree that we both hate Alabama.
Terrion takes the ball, and there he goes.
Wide open and right side, and I think he's going to get in there without any stopping him.
Boom.
Terrion picks up. Gosh,
he runs faster than he looks like.
Yeah, remember how Herschel Walker didn't like he was moving? That's kind of Terrion. I ain't comparing the two, but I'm just saying Terrion sounded like he's moving. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying how he's running here. It's like saying you and Ron, Brother Ron. It's not comparing. I'm just talking without y'all in the same sentence. All right, 150 left here in this first half. Bacon County 20, Bryan County 3. And we are trying for an extra point now with Antoine Fuller. No, not Antoine Fuller, but
Makosi Batten.
Makosi Batten, sorry. And that
That's get through.
Just got through.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah. One more rotation of the ball and it wouldn't have made, or one less rotation.
For all you fans that's out there listening to us, we've got a whole year worth of bad jokes.
Yes,
It's
sir.
got stored up now that we're up 21-3. This game is turning into what we hoped it would be. I respect all that Bryan County is trying to do. They see that our ability to run the football is where our power is where our strength is. So they are selling out to try to stop the run. The problem with that, as we've already stated, if you break that original line of scrimmage and you get into the secondary, there's nobody back there. And you got 15, 20, 25-yard gashes, and then we've run just enough pass plays that they can't completely sell out. And I think we got a lot more, as you said early in the game, Shane, we got a lot more pass plays if we want to throw them and we want to take them.
Yeah, Bacon County, a lot of frustration we'll be able to take out on this game tonight.
Yep, and we do the little kick again, and they're going to call a fair catch at about the 30-yard line. First and 10 on the 30 with 1:50 seconds left.
Bryan County band coming over. Bacon County band getting ready for halftime here. Again, shout out for these seniors. Last home game for these seniors for band, football, cheerleaders.
We were commenting after the national anthem how great our band sounds. They have got a really good sound.
Yeah.
And a lot more members, a lot of participation. And I'm excited about, everything that's going on here at Bacon County.
Bryan County trying a little sweep right and nothing there. Takes them down for a loss.
1:38, time ticking down. I'm not sure if Bryan has any timeouts left. I'm pretty sure.
No, they used them up, I think
so.
in the first 2 or 3 minutes. 1:25, 1:24 here. Bryan County just trying to, I think, stall here a little bit. They don't want us to get the football back here in this first half.
Highlight for Bryan County so far has been a long 40-yard field goal that was kicked in the very first series of the game. They had about a 7.5 or 8 minute drive.
That was a
they
backwards
get the ball
pass,
out to
but
7.
We're going to tackle him way back behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
They tried a quick out pass, and we were able to get to them, and they lost about 10 yards on the play. And Bacon County's going to try a timeout here.
Leading our tackle, Dustin Andrews, number 52, and we are going to see if we can stop them. They're going to try to force them to punt. I know we've used one timeout. Is that right?
I think we have one left.
Yes, after this one. I think you're right, Shane. At least what I can remember.
Third down and a country mile for Bryan County. They're sitting on about the 18.5-yard line.
They've got to go to their own 40. So 22 yards, is that right?
Yep. That's pretty good.
Well, that's math.
We're county math.
Yeah.
45 seconds. Well, they're redoing the clock now because they called timeout and they did not stop it quick enough. So they're going to.
Is that 5 seconds left?
No, they're trying to get it back to where it was at 51 seconds, I believe.
Man, that's big if that's what we've got left.
Coach Goss was screaming that it had to be at 51. They don't realize our clock operator, that's 3.5 seconds, not 35 seconds. So we might be a little big. We'll take a, well, no, here, wait a minute. They got it down now, so I think we're going to get it. They're at 56. They have 56 seconds, 55 seconds. 55.7 seconds where they decide to stop it. So it's going to be third down and about 20. And we can get a quick stop here and another timeout. They'll be forced to at least try to punt it to us. And Bryan County takes a snap, and they're going to try a pass, and we're going to be able to intercept it. And I see
Trent
And he's all the way down to about the 10-yard line. You could see that coming, Rev. He read the quarterback, never took his eye off the receiver. He read him all the way through.
Yes.
And
Trent Music.
that was Trent Music that was able to come in with that. And he smelled pay dirt there, but just wasn't able to get in. Got it down to the 10-yard line.
A freshman.
Another freshman.
What are we on the 13-yard line? 14?
13-yard line with 47.7 seconds.
With one timeout left, is that what you're calling?
That's what I'm calling.
Yeah.
Bacon County coming out. I see Terry on putting this in his hands and trying to
I agree with
either
you.
giving it to Guyton or just taking it on himself. Unless we got a little quick slant in here inside.
If we get a good block out here, their best
Yeah, and they're
player.
going for that quick slant right there.
Oh, good
goodness.
play by their play.
Good cut.
A little bit behind.
Yep.
Took a little bit. Bruce Brown's wide open in the flat out there. Did you see that?
Yep.
After
Well,
the play.
he had a step here on this slant, but he just wasn't able to get to him quick enough.
I'm like you. We got three players right now. I think we need to put the ball in their hands. Guyton, Brown, or Terrion.
Yeah, the playmakers.
They're trying to throw it to keep from
Run the clock off. They're going to try that little screen up the middle.
Ty Batten, and they
Ty
drop
Batten.
him.
So it's 37-36. We're going to have to hurry up to the line. And Terrion's going to have a little bit faster than what he's doing here. He's 27, 26 seconds, 25. He's just looking at the clock. 23 seconds, 22. And we get the snap off.
There goes Guyton. He's going to get in.
Yeah, he's going to get in easily.
Touchdown.
And Bacon
Woo!
County.
Way to work the clock, baby.
That was a go ahead. With 16.8 seconds, great clock management there. Terrion scared me a little bit there as he was kind of walking up to the ball, but he had everything in control. So Bacon County will attempt their extra point here. Is Bryan County does not even attempt a rush, and it's 28 now. Bacon County, Bryan County 3 with 16.8 seconds. We'll take a quick break here, come back for the kickoff, and should be end up the first half.
At Burt CPAs, we focus on helping the small businesses in our region with accounting, tax, and audit services. With offices in Waycross, Alma, Baxley, and Homerville, our team of professionals is ready to serve you no matter your location in South Georgia. Experience world-class accounting services for the small town business.
Like Shane says, 16.8 seconds. 16.8 seconds left. If we can get out of here without a long return right here, and the way we've been kicking is just a kind of an angled directional kick. They've been downing it, just catching it and downing it, and I'm relatively sure that they're going to want to get out of here without any more damage, and they do fair catch it.
Just take a knee. That took 0.6 of a second. 16.2 now left here this first half. And you see a lot of down heads, and nothing against these Bryan County folks, because I'm telling you, we've felt this all year long. You don't like it. It's frustrating. But we said before the game, I just thought Bacon County was in a better place than they were. We've played a lot better football than the score has and the record has indicated.
They got a different quarterback in, and they put their quarterback at a wideout. They're going to turn and hand it to the big number 7. He's been a bright spot, and that's going to wind it down.
Yeah,
they don't have any way to stop it.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's your first half. And your Bacon County Red Raiders, folks, it's 28. Bryan County Redskins 3.
Be sure and stay tuned for our Lamar's Pharmacy halftime show. We'll be interviewing Crystal Moore for our senior spotlight. She's not a senior, but she is a community coach, and she'll let you know what all's involved if you want to volunteer as a community coach. And we look forward to the second half. Go Raiders.
Time now for the halftime show, brought to you by Lamar's Pharmacy, 905 South Peter Street in Alma.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Lamar's
On behalf of
Pharmacy
Bryan
has
High School
everything
Superintendent
great
Dr.
pharmacy
Paul
should have.
Bryan County High School Principal Miss Mary Beth Blankenship for your halftime entertainment, the Bryan County High School Pride of the Tribe. The Pride is under the direction of band director Mr. Patrick Forrester and color guard director Angel Forrester. The band teaching assistant is Mr. Robert Gilstrap. This evening, the band will be performing their competition halftime show, La Katrina. The band is under the field direction of drum major Jalen Parker. Drum major Jalen Parker, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the Bryan County High School Pride of the Tribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bryan County High School Pride of the Tribe! Nation, join me in welcoming to the field the Bacon County Raider Regiment. The Raider Regiment are under the direction of Mr. Will Garrett. The assistant director is Jamie Garrett. The staff includes Heather Artery, Jessica Johnson, Sarah Jane Johnson, Jared Lee, Leah Williams, and Blake Martin. They will be presenting their 2019 show titled Rock the Night, featuring the songs Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO, We Are Young by Fun, and Some Nights also by Fun. The band would like to thank their major sponsors, Clean Air and Electric, and Alma Nursery and Blueberry Farms, along with many of the people that have sponsored the meals. Tonight's meal was provided by Corinth Free Will Baptist Church. We'd also like to congratulate the band on their superior ratings at the Sound of Gold competition held in Waycross last week. The band also would like to thank the high school cheerleaders who came out to support them for the competition. Drum majors Tyler Hawkins and Macy Johnson. Is your band ready? Raider Regiment, you may now begin your performance.
They kick the ball deep, and Tyquez, he's going to get it. And, man, he's going to catch the edge. And great block. And their kickers, he's the only one left.
Ooh, he takes a
Tyquez slips down, and he's upset. He may have sprained something. No, he's getting up. Well, he is a little bit gimpy. But he carries it out to about the 47-yard line. Our 47-yard line sitting right near midfield. 11 minutes, 38 seconds left in the third quarter, and we're just getting this thing started. And we're in good field position, Shane.
Again,
48-yard line.
It's a lot more enjoyable to do it when it scores this way.
Boy, that's the truth. Terrion brings out the troops again. We got a lot of young players playing on this line of scrimmage. Led by senior Christian Gurley.
And just Guyton right up the middle.
There goes Guyton. There he goes. Oh, he run out of bounds. They're going to mark him out at about the 38-yard line of Bryan County. Crosses midfield. Boy, this guy's got a first step. He is just shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, he's got great field presence too. He knows what's going on, and that's just not, you can't coach that either.
I'd never heard of Jamarian Guyton until this year. And boy, he's come on the scene strong.
Next 3 years, you're going to hear a lot out of him.
Yeah. There he goes again.
He gets out that side.
He's going to score. They may run him down.
No, they're not going to catch him. Man.
No, sir.
There's your 30-point lead, Ref.
Yep.
With 10:30 here left in this third quarter.
Took a minute and a half, yeah.
And Bryan County, I think, is just about thrown in the towel.
Yes, they have.
Their hands on the hips already, walking, and I do feel for them.
I do too. But I can honestly, I've been on both ends of this, and I'm kind of enjoying this end.
Yeah, I enjoy this end much, much better.
We'll see if they run the running clock. If I'm their coach and I'm 2 hours away from home and there's no chance I'm winning this one.
Oh. That kick did never get any lift at all on it.
But we've had some. That was the first missed extra point.
Yep.
We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Classic Country 104.3.
Actually see a little bit of the dew in this cold weather on that field right now.
I see that. Getting a little bit wet.
Yep.
Reminds me of the way it used to be. Good kickoff again. They got a fair catch at about the 32, 33-yard line. They're not trying to return it. We're kicking it in such a way that we'd rather give up a few yards.
Than a whole bunch of yards.
Yeah, and let them fair catch it than have to deal with their speedy guys in the back. Well, you know, I see a lot of teams light up Victory cigars. Well, I'm a pastor, and we don't do Victory cigars, but I'm thinking Victory Blizzard tonight. And I got a big amen. First time Michelle Bennett's amen me since last Sunday.
And that was when you said, and I'm in closing.
She said, finally, amen. And there goes their big number 7, and we finally make the edge. Walt does a good job bringing him down. Walt Hayes. They're now on the 35-yard line. They're on 35-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
10:09, 10:08, and I did not catch. They went with the running clock yet. 31-point lead. He has the option.
Getting back to the Blizzard, I'm saying pumpkin pie. Oh, y'all shaking your head. Y'all don't even know what's good around here.
Yeah, I hear you.
Look at me. Look at me. Do I know what's good?
When your middle name's Casserole, I guess so.
Big number 7, he's a man. He's still playing hard. And he's going to push the ball up to about, where are they going to spot it? They're going to spot it on the.
I gave him forward progress at about the 40-yard line.
Yeah. I think he's spotting him at about the 41. Is that right? Nope. You're right. You're right. 40-yard line, and that's going to make it third down and about 3.5.
What he just – was there a penalty in there I missed?
Incidental face mask.
Okay.
Incidental face
mask. And just 9:23, and the clock is stopped, so we don't have a running clock.
Nope. He is winding it
now.
But it's not their coach may have wanted to run through the third quarter. Then it's mandatory in the fourth. Is that right?
That's correct.
And we miss again.
Oh,
we did get him.
He got him.
Yeah, that was a good play by our number 4.
Great attempt by their running back trying to stay on his feet. We got some numbers tonight that
bring up 2nd and 12 for
are not even in the program. We got so many young kids out there.
Yep. .835, 2nd and 12 from the 43-yard line.
We make a good penetration there and bring him down in the backfield.
Good play. Good play.
And, Joe Harris for the Red Raiders is able to get through pretty quick.
Second play in a row for a loss. Bring up.
It's going to be 3rd and 15.
Joe
3rd and 15. They're on their own 40-yard line.
Joe Harris, a junior.
He's played good.
Another kid coming back. Again, we're watching our offense. That Bennett and Johnson sideline work, seeing our offense on the sidelines resting while our defense is out there, not playing both ways. And we
blitz again, and we're going to drop their quarterback for the 3rd time. C.J. Preston.
And I know Bryan County's thinking this can't be a team that's 0-8 right now.
Yeah. Well, we've continued to get better, and we knew, even talking with Coach Goss, you know, coaches are never going to say we're going to win this football game. But in conversation with him, he said that if we will execute, that we've got a good chance of winning it. And that's about as good a response as you're going to get out of any football coach.
Again,
he plays it close to the vest.
First punt tonight, looks like, if they do go through with this.
Good snap.
And he gets it off. Walt Hayes back.
Walt picks it up
about the 40-yard line.
Go, Walt.
He drops it, picks it, bounces right back into his hands. He goes from about the 40 or 38-yard line all the way up to the Bryan County 45, maybe?
Yes.
44?
Yes, he got a smart right on the 45-yard line. That was the original line of scrimmage that they started their last drive right before the punt. So we're in good field position. We've played just about every aspect of this game has been played on the positive side. We've let them early on. They ran the ball pretty good against us. But then when they just were not able to deal with our offense at all. And we've kind of put them in our rear view now.
Yeah, now he's going deep, and he's got a man wide open. If the ball was there, and I don't know how he caught that football. If he's able to keep his feet up. They both go up, folks, at the same time, and the ball went right through the defensive back's hands, right into Xavier Williams' hand. I don't know. That was a great catch.
And he just about made it to the end zone.
He stumbled, and I think he tripped over a blade of grass down there about the 4-yard line, 3-yard line. And 6:01 in Bacon County, knocking on the door again.
I'm enjoying this. I just don't mind telling you.
Yep, I hope this is a start for a good weekend.
Me too. Oh, boy. I like what you think. Let's see what Terrion does here. He drops back. We're going to try to throw
wide
it
open. He was wide open there.
And we're going to, and he hit.
Yeah, he hit him all right. Xavier Williams right in the hands, but it was going about Mach 1.
I heard the sonic boom up here. Either that or it was his hands being busted.
Yeah. Hit a Tom Brady there. 5:34. Clock stops with a incomplete pass. It's going to be second and goal from about the 3.5.
We're looking again. Terrion's breaking. We got somebody open, and there he goes.
Yeah, right in the back.
Ty Batten for a second touchdown.
Terrion scrambling away. They were trying to take him down in the backfield for a loss, but he was able to get away and just drop it right over to Ty Batten in the back right corner of the end zone.
Pretty play. Actually, Terrion looked to his left, and the play was a little bit slow in developing, and no one came open. Then they rushed him, and he gave that old mighty stiff arm again, just pushed away and bought some time scrambling to his right and hit Ty Batten in the, like you said, the right corner of the end zone. And it's Bacon County 40-3. 5:22 left. Let's get a good snap here. We need a good snap here. Snap down. Boom. Kick through.
Yep. Right through. And just like that, 5:22 left in this third quarter. It's Bacon County 41, Bryan County 3. We'll take a quick break and be right back because it's Classic Country 104.3.
Started by a group of farmers in 1925, Country Financial has been protecting cars, homes, lives, and more ever since. Whether it be home and auto, life, health, farm and ranch equipment, or crop insurance, allow Mike Wheeler and his friendly staff to develop a plan to help you.
We are enjoying this with a 41-3 lead, and we're about to kick off again.
Giving this kicker some good on-field training.
F&B South has sponsored our kickoffs this year, and we kick another pooch kick, and they're going to try to return this one.
Oh, what a block back there, Bryan County. Just took out CJ there. I don't see CJ even saw him coming.
And we're handing out Halloween candy. Ooh. You got any pumpkin spice blizzards in there? You know you don't keep my kind of figure, Shane, by eating candy and pumpkin blizzard, pumpkin pie blizzard.
Candy in your pumpkin.
Well, yeah, dip it. That's how you do it. It's a dip. You turn it into a dip. Their number 7, who's a very good athlete. I'd like to have him here as one of our running backs. Be honest with you, he's a gamer. He dances and he falls forward for about a 3-yard gain, almost a 4-yard gain. They're on our 39-yard line. 4:17 left in the third quarter.
This Bryan County football team, they have really. I don't know if you remember a few years ago. Well, was it last year, year before? No, it was a few years back when Kofor was still here. We went over to Bryan County, should have won that football game, and Bryan County handed it to us over there.
Yeah, it was shocked everybody. We wasn't expecting it.
No.
And they handed off to 7. He's going to get a first down. Still fighting, give it to him. Boy, he was gassed in the first half. They run him and run him and run him.
And now they are going with the running clock.
Be a first down game for the Redskins.
And it won't take long to get this thing over with. You heard any more scores on Jeff Davis and Swainsboro?
No, I'm
really
an
interested
update on
in
it.
that.
They're not updating it on our field reporter. JT Taylor has not seen any more scores back in.
And number 12, their quarterback, takes the ball, fakes it, and spins, and he got smacked in the kidneys. CJ came up and delivered a lick on him. That didn't feel good. But he was spinning and turning. When you do that kind of thing, and a linebacker comes up, sticks his helmet, and you back.
You're going to get it.
Yep. Wilcox and Turner tied at 7 now. Fitzgerald and Brooks in a shootout, as it always is. Fitzgerald 17, Brooks 13.
Got any updates on that Pierce County game either.
Walt Hayes walks up on the wide receiver.
Oh, good gracious. And he said, welcome to my world. Did Trey Woodbury, 10th grader. .202, 201 here on this brisk,
beautiful
Friday night football in South Georgia. College football tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I got a whoop, whoop, go Dogs. I would say congratulations to all the Georgia Southern fans for beating App State last night, but I'm not. Sorry, Shane.
Oh, we had him in the backfield, and he was able to get away from a few people.
He's an athlete now.
Yes, he is. He is fighting and not give up yet. They're going to give him first down. He was down probably 10, 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage and was able to get away and pick up a first down.
I'm an old school guy, and when Georgia Southern first came on the scene as a football team when they first started, they were in the Southern Conference, and I went to Furman University, and they were our rivals.
You just can't shake that.
And no, I will not congratulate them.
42 seconds here in this third quarter. Bryan County on somewhat of a move here. Right side tackle gets a little bit in a hurry, so it's going to be illegal procedure, and it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Move back to about the 49-yard line of Bacon County. 26-25 seconds here, ticking away here in this third quarter. They don't seem to be in any hurry to get this off before the
I will say this
ends.
about Georgia Southern. If you want to congratulate them, Shane, you can. That's what most losers do. That's enough. That's enough.
How many national championships does Furman have?
There that is.
Did I count any?
See, I was playing, and here you have went and carried it to a whole new level. Okay, guys, that's the end of the third quarter, being we got a running clock. Bacon County 41, Bryan County 3. We're going to take a 60-second break. You're listening to Classic Country.
Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales is located US 1 South in Alma, Georgia. Andy specializes in late model cars and trucks with financing available. Andy has been in the automobile business for 30 years and over 10 years in Alma. Come experience the hometown friendly service at Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. Like them on Facebook for the latest deals.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Bennett Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
15 now, 11:57 here in this fourth quarter. Clock is running. And got a new quarterback in for Bryan County and Bacon County. just running all over Bryan County right now, defensively and offensively. We have a little update. Jeff Davis still up on Swainsboro. It's 15-14 now with 10 minutes left in that third quarter, so that game's getting tight over there again. Like we said earlier, Swainsboro's second half team, and they may start putting the fire to it now.
I think they will, but Jeff Davis is fighting for their playoff lives.
Yeah, and Swainsboro is just fighting.
They're just there.
Yep. But that will give them one loss by day and one loss. So, but when the tiebreaker, they still have them. So, if they were to wind up losing that game, just pitch out to that left side, and Bryan County is going to pick up about 4 on the play. It's going to be
Number 35 on the stop for the Raiders.
third down and about, let's see, 15. Third and 15. Ball sitting right on the 48-yard line. Left hash, far hash. Again, the senior's last home game here. Good home game to remember as a senior.
It is.
For your last one.
And for the season, you know, these guys have hung in there. This is a good send-off for them.
Yes, it is. Defensively, we were lined off sides.
We're going to give them back to 5 they got for jumping early.
Yeah.
Offside by the Raiders.
10:07, 10:06. And that's going to be them third down at about 9.5. We'll call it 9.
I kind of like the Bryan County uniforms. We talked about them earlier, but look like an old version of the Kansas City Chiefs a little bit. I don't see the gold stripe, but they got that kind of look to them.
Update on the Appleton Pierce score. Appleton up 14-13 now.
Where's that game being played?
It's in Appleton.
Oh, they're going to win.
Quick score update. A couple region teams. Jeff Davis leads Swainsboro 15-14.
4th and 9 from the 43-yard line. They're on a Bacon County side of the field.
And, like I say, Bryan County, no choice but to go for it here, and you're going to feel they're going to put it up in the air. Young quarterback back there. This is his second series. They're just going to try to dump it off, and he's throwing it up for grabs. And Walt Hayes knocks it down, and it's going to be Bacon County ball on the change of possession, and they'll take over 1st and 10 on the 43-yard line. (8:17, 8:16). It's second half going by fast with that running clock.
Handed off to a new running back.
And, man, he was shot out of a cannon.
Sure was.
Cameron Dial, number 43. Great looking. And guess what he is, Rev? Freshman.
Only reason he's a freshman because they wouldn't keep him in the 8th grade no more. They had to send him up.
It's crazy how that works, isn't it?
Yeah, every year.
Ball just shy of the first half.
That, to my knowledge, that's his first
carry of the year.
It sure is. We got a new quarterback in.
Yeah, we got Batten.
Is that Dean? Who is that?
No, that's number 19. Nicosi Batten.
Yeah.
First down. 7:08, 7:07.
And we know the inevitable now. Got some new guys in playing, and we're just trying to milk it down. Got some players that have not had a lot of playing time this year, and I'm glad to see them out there.
Yeah, it is.
They work just as hard as everybody else. sometimes harder.
Yep, that's exactly what I was fixing to say. Good pass out there by Batten to Ty Batten. Batten exchange. No, that wasn't Ty Batten out there, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yep. Number 29, Ty Batten.
He got smoked.
slow getting up. Yeah, he did the same thing that Bryan County quarterback did a while ago. He spun around. He got hit right in the side. And, well, actually, he's limping now.
Yeah, he took a shot.
A little stinger in that hip. Walk it off.
He's a tough kid. Boy, last week or 2 weeks ago, for our open date, he's fine now running off the field. He energized the crowd with some of his catches, and he was looking for contact.
Made a crazy good catch up there.
And he was smoking people when he come out of there.
5:52, 5:51 here. It's game 9 winding down. Oh, intercepted across the top. And Bryan County able to bring the interception back to about the 32-yard line.
It was read by that safety. He was just waiting for us to throw that again.
Again, he didn't take his eyes off the receiver, followed him all the way out, and nothing but that safety set up and standing between it. 5:20, 5:19 here. Slowly going down.
Well, Shane, I've got a whole ribeye roast that is getting ready for the smoker tomorrow. And I got some scrimps.
We got, balls on the ground. And he falls on it. Quarterback does, just a snap went over his head.
And they lose way down there.
And we've got a lot of brats and dogs and burgers we're taking to do some tailgating with.
Football Fridays in the South. People around the country can talk about it, but it's not done anywhere near like it is in the South.
I said that wrong a while ago. The game has actually been playing in Blackshear tonight, not Affleck County.
Well, Blackshear's going to win it. As tight as it is, it'd be an upset otherwise.
Yeah.
Both of those are two formidable teams. Both of them are going to go deep, I feel like, in the playoffs. I'm just not real sure about Blackshear's quarterback play, but man, they're loaded everywhere else.
Yeah, they are. You don't get undefeated this late in the season by not being.
I'm not saying their quarterback is not capable, but you're talking about the Allen boy that went on to a D1 scholarship. You're talking about Stetson Bennett, who's one play away from being the starter at Georgia. They've had quite the quarterback play over in Pierce County. I don't even know who their quarterback is now, but those two guys were electric.
.326, 325, Bacon County, 41, Bryan County 3. Do like saying that. That number 7 has earned his money tonight.
Well, you look around there in white uniforms, and you can see a marked difference in the color of his uniform and everybody else's. His is a dirt color. Like you say, 3 minutes, little less than 3 minutes left. We're going to get out of here before 9:30, very close to it.
And I tell you that Bryan County come over here with about 20, 21 players. Just tip your hat to them and those kids that are still out there, just like Bacon County, that are still playing, still trying hard.
This game looked like it was going to be really competitive until a couple of Bryan County turnovers that we were able to capitalize on and turn into scores, and then the wheels fell off.
Yeah, Bryan County got in that mindset that they're going to lose like they did all the other weeks, I think, because you start seeing the hands on the hips and heads down.
Right.
It just was not a.
Well, next week we go over to Vidalia, Georgia, to take on the Vidalia Indians, and last score we heard, they were struggling. They were getting beat, and we're going to take this show on the road. 7 o'clock be pregame show, your Pineland Bank pregame show
Vidalia,
from Vidalia, Georgia.
Vidalia got a new school over there, new gymnasium. Their football field has been, their field house and all that has been a nice facility for a while now.
They got all that new stuff. They still got the same fans.
Yeah. Like Florida, Auburn.
Saw Coach Stephen Tyre dressed for Halloween. He was dressed as a Florida fan. That was hilarious.
It was scary, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was hilarious. Big week here in Bacon County is Halloween, and the schools are really into it. I don't know if everybody was able to hear some of the pregame stuff. Tell us just a little bit. For people that listen to us, most of them are big Bacon County fans, and a lot of them are lifelong Bacon County residents. Some of the things you were saying about our school and some of the jumps that we've made as far as our test scoring, and all that stuff.
Yeah, and it's called CCRPI, but that is basically the district grade book, and we went from, we'll just say from the bottom of the barrel to the top of the barrel, and give hats off to Miss Rowland and her leadership that she's brought in, the people she's brought around her, and like our middle school was one of the, at the very bottom of the barrel pretty much, and now they're top 10 in the state.
Wow, in 1 year's time.
And well, it's actually taken about two but
years.
District wide, we went from 168 or 169 to 33rd in the state, which is just a tremendous, top 15%, tremendous gain. And just those kind of things, there's just no way to put a finger on that. It was that one thing other than just leadership and the commitment from this community and these teachers, the teachers in the classrooms, and having a positive attitude. And again, saying what the same kind of mindset that when she was behind hiring Coach Goss and bringing him here, having a positive attitude about what he can do and building a foundation and doing the right things. So
I really do think that what we're going to begin to see academic-wise, what we're going to begin to see athletic, we're already seeing some of it in our baseball and softball teams. We're seeing it in our competitive cheerleading. And we're going to begin to see it on our football field and other athletic events, because when you start building the foundation right, you start doing things the right way and handling business the right way, the end result is you begin to win. And that's, we talk about Bill Belichick all the time. And he's just a guy that just thrives on the details, the small things. And most winners in life, in business, churches that take care of the small things are the churches that are growing when you start paying attention. It's called excellence, I think. That's what the word I'm looking for.
not accepting the
There goes Nicosi.
An update real quick. Jeff Davis has scored. It's 21-14 over there. Jeff Davis over Swainsboro.
Who are they battling in the fourth spot for?
Well, that'll be for Toombs, yeah.
And they play Toombs next week?
They play Metter next week. So
Jeff Davis could possibly be keeping their hopes alive.
Yeah, they had to win tonight to even stay in the hunt.
We hand the ball off, we're going to be dropped for a deep
30,
loss.
29, 28, that should wind it up.
Yep. Well, we appreciate you hanging in there with us. Real good news here in Alma, Georgia tonight. Bacon County 41, Bryan County Redskins 3. We hope you stay with us next week as we close out our regular season against the Vidalia Indians in Vidalia, Georgia. Be sure and join us around 7 o'clock for our pregame show. For Travis Peavy, Shane Bennett. This is Travis Peavy for Shane Bennett. And you've been listening to your Red Raider broadcast on Classic Country 104.